we automatically think that bigger is better. And when it comes to individual relationships, especially for people who are emerging from intergenerational trauma, we actually made the decision to scale our organization with a lot more intentionality than just adding more programs. So what we thought about is, how do we scale in a way that gives the community its own voice, so that we're there to listen and receive as much as we are there to impart whatever music we have to play. And this has actually come to light really recently with regards to the movement for racial justice, where we realized the pandemic of COVID and then the pandemic of racism were kind of linked to each other. But what I have done personally is to really scale up my own artistic practice. I find that my artistic practice as a human being is directly linked to the kind of quality of connection that I can offer to the world around me. So it wasn't only that I left the Phil and went directly into Street Symphony, but that I also took a step back to understand, what is it that I wanted to cultivate and create in my life artistically beyond the organization itself. But we've actually created a much larger team of individuals who have actually experienced homelessness and incarceration. So right now at the Weingart Center, we've got a man who was living in Skid Row who's now convening our program. And so the way that I see scaling happening in the most authentic way is to create spaces for people who have actually experienced the condition to be the spokespeople for that condition itself, and be the connecting points, not just the privileged violinist who got to go to Juilliard for 15 years telling people what they should do because they've heard some Bach and Beethoven.
Right.
And so there's more to that, but also realizing that I can be my best self if I've invested in my own creative spirit.